Look at the current transits and spot Venus, definitely a good symbol for a woman, in the 5-degree Cancer range, and therefore entering Donald Trump's T-square formed by Neptune, Mercury, and Eris. Another astrological coincidence, and remember that in a very real sense, astrology is the science of planetary coincidences, and also in a very real sense, from an astrological perspective, there are no coincidences. So, from here until the middle of next week, Venus runs through the 3 planets in that T-square, and Trump sweats the entry into the race of a strong woman who also happens to be an able prosecutor. Switch to the chart comparison and notice that Kamala's Virgo planets aren't very friendly to Trump's, and her elevated 9th house lawyer Saturn, in its own sign, opposes Trump's Mars. Worst of all, her precisely exact full moon squares his Venus-Saturn in the 12th house, which is where his criminal action is. These types of aspects seem rather threatening. What might she say during the next 3 months? And if Kamala is the VP in January, what happens to Trump then? I won't get into the big dogs here. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Eris are all in a bad place for the Donald. I've said that plenty of times. But notice that starting right about now, we have Mars in his legal house entering into a square to that same Venus-Saturn in the 12th. And because it will retrograde in the 28th degree, it's going to be pressuring that conjunction until the middle of October. Not as easy to link Kamala to Mars as it is to correlate her with Venus. But since it's another coincidence that she's entering the scene just as Mars starts the torture ride, and since Mars is touring the legal house and she is after all a legal mind, I think I can safely say she's part of his harsh Mars action as well. So, 2 months of hell coming up for the Orange Menace. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Very unfortunate, I would say. Oh, and don't worry about Mars backing off slightly as we go vote. Saturn and the big dogs will take care of that.